everybody. Come on in. And welcome to my channel. Now, I can say come on in. I'm from the South, so I get by with saying that, okay? But thank you for stopping by. Now, before I get started, I just want to let you know that there's a routine that I have each morning, okay? I wake up, I grab me some coffee, I sit in front of my computer, I do a little work, and then I sit outside and I think. And I look at what's going on in the world. Now, of course, I do pay attention to my own personal life, but I also like to observe and see what's going on out in the world. And there's two things I've been noticing. Let's call them observable events that I've been noticing in the world, a phenomenon. There are two groups of people. There are those who are thriving, and then there are those who are struggling. Okay, now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, duh. Look at the economy. Look at what's happening. Of course, there are two groups of people. I agree. I will not disagree with that whatsoever. For the sake of this conversation, let's push that to the side. Let's put the economy, the political aspect, even the spiritual aspect to it. Just push this to the side just for a second. We're going to deposit it right over here for just a second. And I just want to concentrate on these two areas here, the thriving and the struggling. Because the idea I have for this channel, I believe is going to be something that we all can do together to help each other. Okay? Now, the struggling is just not in the areas of financial. They're having problems emotionally, physically, spiritually, psychologically. Everyone is touched in some type of way in those 4 to 5 areas that we're discussing, okay? When it comes to struggling, everybody is being touched by it, okay? So when I was looking at everything, I was wondering, what's the difference between those who are struggling and those who are thriving, okay? Because at some point in our lives, we've all have, hit rock bottom in one way or another, some form of aspect, and we have climbed our way out. And then we see some type of bliss or some type of abundance, be it abundance and happiness, be it abundance and joy and peace. We get there and we're pretty content at that point. Okay. So everybody has gone through it. But what is it that was in us or those who are thriving that got them to that point? Because what I am seeing is a lot of people who are in depression, who are kind of withdrawal and not really seeing a lot of hope going on, okay? Just to give you guys an idea of what I'm saying so that we can be on the same page. I kind of did a little digging on the internet and pulled up a couple of videos I want you guys to look at so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about here, okay? You guys take a look at these videos and then just come right back and we'll finish this discussion. That way you can know where I'm going with it, okay?
It's interesting when you have a injury, so to speak, and you have a knee injury or my hand or, it's an ankle sprain. It's a lot different when you can't see it and somebody doesn't know what's going on outside the lines. Everybody's going through something. Success is not immune to depression.
Sometimes you don't want to come home because you can't put your heat on.
I work 5 days a week and I still have to use a community shop.
Millions of people in the UK are in paid employment, but still struggling to make ends meet.
It doesn't make sense that we have to go through all this.
We are penny pinching, we're counting the pennies every day.
Politicians repeatedly tell voters the best way out of hardship is to get a job. But for a growing number of people, it's just not enough. People like Melanie.
When it's a choice between you getting some new shoes and your daughter getting some new shoes, you buy yourself some super glue to glue your shoes together, and I do. And it shouldn't have to be like that. It really shouldn't. No.
Okay, so now you see that. That is covering both mental health and also the struggling. And I wanted to show it in the UK so you can see it's just not in America. It's just not in South America. It's just not in Africa. This is worldwide, okay? And I wanted you to see how hard it is, because you yourself may be going through it right now too, you know. And I want you to see exactly where I'm going with this, because again, my channel, I want it to be a little different. I want it to be different in a way of giving back, and I need your help to do it. Okay. Now that we've seen the struggling, I want you to now see another aspect of it, the thriving. Okay. Because I want to see what's the difference. What's the difference between those who are struggling and those who are thriving internally and externally? Is it that the thriving have a support system? Do they have a certain mindset? Do they have an internal motivation, some form of inspiration that get them through? I want to know what the difference is so that we can come together and help one another. So take a look at the thriving. This is interesting because you have a man who was homeless, who was not only homeless, but addicted to heroin. And also, he talked about his appearance and how he was looking at that time. But to look at him after all of that, he owns smoothie shops. And then there's a lady who only had $5 to her name, and now she's a multimillionaire. So take a look at these videos and then come right back for me again. And we're going to bring this all together. So now there will be a flow and you can understand where I'm going with this channel and where it is we're going to take it together. Okay? Take a look. Come right back.
This next story will either inspire you or make you hungry. Just a few years ago, the man you're about to meet was a drug addict on Skid Row. Now he's a successful businessman hobnobbing with celebrities. Here's ABC's Nick Watt with all the juicy details.
Skid Row, Los Angeles.
Why are you here?
We're just talking.
Why?
We're here because for a year and a half, this was Khalil Rafati's home.
I'm not scared of any of this stuff. I can handle myself, but the smell, I'm now sweating, you know?
It's bringing it back?
It's bringing it back, yeah.
Life as a destitute, hopeless heroin addict.
Real homelessness, where your teeth are rotting out of your head and you have a smell on your body that is so disgusting that it's unbearable. And the only thing that you can do at that point is get high.
That was 13 years ago.
I push one, right, kids?
Rafati now has a juice and smoothie empire, Sun Life Organics, based in Malibu.
All I had was $5 to my name.
How far can a $5 bill take you? With 6 children to feed and a broken marriage and absolutely no baking skills, Mignon Francois transforms her $5 bill into a $10 million cupcake empire.
And I've been flipping that same money for the last 17 years into the tune of over $10 million in cupcakes. It was a game changer.
No way!
I have one secret ingredient that helped me to get from where I was to where I wanted to be.
Today's episode unravels her extraordinary journey on how she started her business and how you can start your business today with no money. Well, we are here in Nashville, Tennessee with a local hero, Mignon Francois, and she has started her cupcake collection. So I have a ton of questions and I want to ask you. So let's start with the first one. How and when did you start your business?
Yeah, I started my business in 2008. In the midst of an economic downturn. We were losing everything we had. I was living here without electricity many days because I couldn't afford it, and walking to the Kroger on the corner to buy bottled water to fill the tubs to bathe my children.
What was it in those individuals that got them from their lowest place, or what they feel were their lowest place in the world, to where they're now living their bliss? You can see on them, they're not just abundant financially, they're abundant in happiness, they're abundant in just joy, and you can see the peace that they're experiencing. So I want this channel to be about bridging both of those groups together. I want those who have gone from their lowest to the highest point. I want to know how they got there. I want to bring these two groups, the struggling and the thriving, together so that the thriving can share how did they get there with those who are struggling at this time. Share with us what was it within you that got you there. Okay? And that's what I wanted this channel to be about. I wanted to be about us helping one another. So when someone comes to this channel and they see a video and they're going through something at that time, they can take something away. They can take a strategy. They can take motivation. They can make themselves a blueprint to help get themselves from where they are, okay, to at the top, to their bliss also. And so I want those who are at a place right now in their life where they are thriving very well. Again, be it mentally, be it physically, be it spiritual, it can be financial. Just what, any part of your life where you're thriving, share with us how you went from the bottom, if you will, for the lack of a better word, all the way up to the top, to where you are now, to where you are happy, to where you are thriving. I want you to share that on my channel. I want you to share it by emailing me, and I'll put the email on the video, and I also have it in the description. And I want you to email me the how, the when, the why. Give me the details of how you got from point A, point B, point C, into where you are now thriving. And I'm going to take that information, and if you want your name and information anonymous, I can do that. But the purpose of what I want to do is I want to share that. I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to share your story with the rest of the world, so that those who are having a hard time at the point where they turn on YouTube and this video pop up, they can be inspired to get themselves out of the situation that they're in. And that's what I want this channel to be about. I want all of us to come together and be able to pay it forward, to be able to help each other. And that way we can say that we came together and we did something. You never know. It may start a chain event. It may start something that can help a lot of people, not just in America where I am. I am seeing worldwide. It can help a lot of people. Okay. So now you have it. This is what my channel is about. So I want you to like and subscribe. Okay. Subscribe so you can come back and we can see how all of this go. And you can perhaps get you some inspiration from it too. Get you some ideas. Maybe you yourself can share at some point and help other people. Okay. So this is why I'm here. This is my channel. Okay. So thank you guys for stopping by. I hope you come back and comment too. Comment on this video and let me know what you think. Okay. You can give me some pointers if you want. You can say, hey, good job, good idea. I'll take that definitely. And just let me know where you at on it. Okay. So thank you. And I am serious because I am. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.